Welcome to the Rubber Dinghy Report.
Yeah, hello. Welcome back.
Tonight's top stories. Premier League.
Yep.
Shine. Not to be confused with Shine Bright Like a Diamond.
Yeah, we got Is True Detective Season 2 any good? We've got...
4 books.
4 books.
And an idiom brings an idiot.
Yep.
And the latest
in weather and sport. Weather and sport as well. So a stacked program for you today.
So welcome to my co-host, Talk.
Yep. Welcome to the most informative news program on the internet and beyond.
Did we say the Rubber Dinghy Report?
Yeah,
okay,
we did.
Good.
Yeah. The most
We've
informative.
floated on down to your ear holes with this lovely news segment.
The single most informative news update thing, where you'll learn about all the goings on in the world, not just specific to us.
Prepare your ears.
Yeah. I hope that's as bad as it is. It's like, it was worse for me when you played it over the phone.
How bad was it?
No, because it was even more distorted. I couldn't even tell it was an actual theme. That's why I said it was perfect.
Yeah, okay.
I was like, it sounded like white noise borderline.
So that should be royalty free, and if we get copyrighted, I'm gonna have to splice another 5 different news
Burn down YouTube.
That's another option. Okay, so Talk. I'd take you over to the
Top story of the day, Premier League. It's coming back. I'm a football fan, as you know, how we met, playing football.
Yes.
And I am an avid Manchester United fan, have been since I was a little boy. Sam is too a Manchester United fan.
I am a Jumanji Reds fan.
That's an inside bit that no one else is going to know what that means.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so the season's coming up.
Yeah.
It's about to start. Not optimistic.
What do you mean?
Yeah, so we finished 15th last season.
Out of?
21.
Oh, that's not bad.
We're meant to be in the top 4. Like, we're a club, we're the biggest club in England.
Yeah.
Historically, if we're finishing outside of the top 4, it's a bad season.
Gotcha.
We've gone 8th and then 15th.
Huge.
Yeah, it's like borderline relegation.
What gets
18 to 21. Yeah.
How good?
Yeah, so it wasn't good. Season's about to get started up again. Obviously, I'm like stupidly optimistic. I'm not. But the good thing is...
I'm getting conflicting messages here.
Fantasy Premier League starts back up again as well.
Are
you jumping back in?
I'm going to have to come up with a new theme.
Do you want in the last one?
No.
No, are you jumping back in with this one?
We'll see. As long as I don't have to put any money in.
No, we didn't in the last one anyway.
Yeah,
so.
okay.
Yeah, it's there's some themes you could go for.
I'll come up with a theme.
Yeah. But yeah, so fantasy starting back up.
Yeah.
I got to win that. I did poorly last season. I think I came 5th out of like 11. Not happy with that. I had a real rotter in the middle of the season.
Okay.
I was tanking bad. But with the season coming back, it means at least I get football back. I can watch that again. That's nice, you know. But this season's going to be woeful. We signed 2 players, which is good, right? So we signed 2 players from lower... not even lower teams, because one of them finished above us last season.
What should be a lower team?
Yeah, what should be a mid-table team, and we're supposed to be a top 4 team.
Yep.
We signed 2, and they're both very good players. They were both the best player for their teams last season. And we still got like the pull of a big club, which is good.
Yeah.
So like we can still sign good talent. But we also have a notorious reputation for taking a good player, ruining them for over 2-3 years. We sell them and they become great again. We just can't get anyone to play well for us. So many people, like out of the top 10 transfers, I think in Premier League history, I think 5 are the highest price to us. And
they did
all
terribly.
of them have flopped.
Yeah, okay.
Besides like 1, which was like half decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them flopped. Okay. So chances are these 2 as well. My only optimistic thing is the other ones we brought in from clubs outside of the Premier League, so slightly different playing styles, all that. And, you know, they might
Did
mesh, they
Struijk
might
make the
not.
cut?
Huh?
Did Struijk make the cut?
I think he's gone back to Indonesia, mate. Yeah.
Unfortunately, you didn't get such a good signing.
No, of course. I think he's still got ridiculous sponsorship money. But, you know.
Just living off that.
Yeah, pretty much. So, there's chances, like, these guys were already in the Premier League, and so they're kind of like Premier League proven.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, fingers crossed they can do something good for us. But we still got some gaping holes in our team. Namely, our goalkeeper, Andre Onana, who thinks it's cooler to be acrobatic than save a ball.
Okay.
Yeah. The amount of times he's done something incredibly acrobatic but gotten nowhere near the ball is remarkable.
Okay, give me a bit of an example.
It'll be a
for
ball almost down the centre, and he'll do some crazy one-handed save, and then just knock it straight to the striker, and he'll put it away instead of just catching the fucking ball.
That sounds like my kind of keeper.
He's an idiot.
Lovely.
He's a real big idiot. Like, he's made some He never catches the ball. He lets it hit him, and he just rebounds back out to the striker. They score. Must have him at least like 6 or 7 times last season. It's woeful. So I'm deeply nervous for that. Considering again we spent a lot of money on him as a keeper, and he was great before he got to us.
Lovely.
Yep, a highly touted prospect. We get to us, worst keeper in the world.
Gotcha.
So pretty standard. But again, I'm excited. The league's coming back. Yeah, just a new source of depression to help fuel the writing. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what you need.
Yeah, exactly. You need to be depressed when you write. You write more emotive stuff.
That's why I'm not emotive.
Nope, that's why you suck at writing. That's why you stick to the places.
Yes. Do we want to shift along? Or
Yeah,
do you have...
I was just letting people know, Premier League starting back up. And I'll give you a little update as to how my mood is going each week.
Okay.
Probably this way, week after week. We've also got the hardest run in out of any other team for the first 5 games of the season.
Tough teams?
Yeah, our first 5 games are the toughest.
Yeah, okay.
So we're going to get stomped, probably come out with 0 points out of the first 5, bottom of the league, and it's going to be great.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be real good.
Well, to all my fellow Rocklers, stay posted.
Again, that's an inside bit that no one has a clue what you're talking about. On to the next top story. Come on, Sam, you've got to be up to date with this. There we go. That'll do. All right. Next top story. What do we got next?
Well, Shine. So.
I'll disavow this sparkling water. We don't talk about other drink companies.
No, not sponsored.
No.
No shout-outs.
No shout-outs.
But who we will shout out is
Shine.
Shine Energy or Shine. Is it just Shine or Shine Energy?
Shine. Energy's like one of
Shine.
their things. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
They are wonderful.
Yes.
And
thank you very much, Shine. For the
sent so many drinks.
The drinks coming our way.
I know, and there's a lot of them as well, and I'm stoked about that.
And Tok will not let me have a single one.
No, I will. You just don't like the energy drink ones.
Because he's a coward.
Sorry.
He can't handle me when I'm energied up.
I'm the one that tells you, try it, give it a go. And you're the one that says, no, I don't want to do the caffeine.
He just thinks I cannot be contained. And I will be having them without...
Are you just ignoring what I'm saying?
Movie. No.
Yeah.
So...
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, we got like a decent number coming our way, which...
36 cans.
And
pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. It's going to keep me going one a day, one every couple of days to fuel the writing and stuff. It's definitely pretty good. It helps me, right, man? It helps me lock in. Good focus with all the nootropic stuff.
Yeah.
But just a crazy thing, the fact that we're even in contact with them.
Yeah.
This early on, I mean, shout out to them for like actually taking a punt on us.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Appreciate it.
It's very much appreciated. It's a very cool thing. We're still very small as a project, getting bigger, climbing up. Although the socials, I want more out of them at the moment. They're not, maybe it's just a plateau after, the conventions and that.
Algorithm not knowing what to do with us.
Yeah, a little bit. Again, we're still in the early days. We've got to rack up the followers and stuff. And once we start getting more of the followers, at least it'll then get in the algorithm and start pushing us a little further on,
Yeah.
But a long way to go still. Long way to go. There's...
We're still trying to find, I guess, a bit of our niche for how we present things.
Yeah, I think it's a case of...
I mean, based on how we've already changed up the
definitely.
podcast.
I think, again, it's a case of everyone watches a bit of everything. You can probably find identical content to ours that does pretty well. It's just about it has to get to the right people. Yeah. And those people have to take a chance on it enough to follow along.
I think we have mildly, I want to say crippled, but not really. We're not doing the typical book publish, like self-published route of we are just going to post about our book because we don't have it. You can only say so much about the book, and I don't want to do a repetitive.
I don't want to get repetitive. Yeah, I don't want to get repetitive with it. I know some people like that, and a lot of the book talk and bookstagram sort of communities.
Some people,
no, it does, and but yeah, there's no like it works, and it's a good thing to do. I just want to do something different with ours.
Yeah.
I think everything we're doing is just a bit different. Yeah. It's a different flavour of things. Maybe appeals to an audience that they wouldn't maybe be able to capture so much.
Like a yuzu lemonade. I'm just relating it back to Shine.
You did this in the Becoming Authors, mate. What did you mean by that?
What do you mean? We're talking about Shine. That's the segment we're at.
You know, I get that, but me saying it...
you said flavours.
You really know how to derail a conversation, don't you? Is it all the railroad ballast you eat?
Yeah, it's finally catching up to me.
It's finally catching up to you, huh? All the rocks you eat, and, you know... Are they your favourite kind of rocks because they're like train rocks?
Yeah, train rocks are pretty cool.
I was going to say, that's like right up your street. Train rocks, that'd be like... That's like your peak of stuff.
It's like train rocks, Dwayne rocks, restaurant.
Stop it. Stop it. I hate you.
It was sitting there.
Yeah.
Low-hanging fruit.
It's still finding like the niche and all that, you know. We kind of like delved off a little bit this week where we put all of our book related stuff into Becoming Authors.
Very heavily focused on the book rather
and whereas
than the blog.
here we're just doing straight like just having a chat, having a yarn, that sort of a thing.
So yeah, check out Becoming
Speaking
Authors.
of yarns, there was no Spanion upload yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it usually
Sunday, every Sunday, and there wasn't one, and it was disheartening because I look forward to my Sundays watching a new Spanion video. But he's over in Norway at the moment.
I guess you'll have to write more.
No, but that's what I watch.
You've got to keep writing.
While I'm writing.
Yeah, I know.
I've got to keep writing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to say like a third of the way through book 4. A third of the way through book 4 now. Where are you at, Sam?
Most of the way through book 2.
2?
2, yeah.
4, oh, sorry, of Revolt, so 5th novel.
Huh?
5? 2.
I'm not seeing the
be
issue here.
quicker. It's not that hard, you know. It's but yeah, I think
we're gonna try and keep a lot more of the book stuff, so we won't be doing the drafts at the end of these episodes. Maybe infrequently we will, but
we'll keep that to Becoming Authors.
That will probably become a Becoming Authors.
It gives extra things for us to do in there. Keep it all book related. Whereas with this one, I really did enjoy doing a character deep dive in that one.
Yes,
it was a
check
fun
out
thing
our
to do.
Shiro deep dive if you're interested in him.
There's some spoilers in it, but go read book 1. And there's like a couple mild things for the future books, but nothing too serious, you know.
You'll read them anyway, won't you?
Yeah, you
won't
will.
you?
You will. You will.
You better read it.
Otherwise, Sam will be at your front door middle of the night.
And I'm really
He'll give you a nice kiss on the
scary.
forehead. Yeah, he'll give you a pleasant little kiss on the forehead. Yeah, but it was.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, Shine in general just gives us a little. It's an extra thing. Like, if we can like make content with them and stuff, hopefully be able to catch up with them at Supernova Brisbane. That's in November.
Yeah,
they're not coming to the Comic-Con one. But if we can do that, like when they come around, then I mean that's pretty sweet. You know, hopefully we can give away some free prizes of theirs.
Yeah.
Hopefully we
Vice
can, you
versa,
know,
maybe.
yeah, integrate into our whole setup at the convention. It's an extra thing to get people over there. You know. Yeah, it's a really cool. They're super nice people, and I really like the project they got going. It's big in that you know they sponsor some big things. I mean, they sponsor an NRL team and all that. You know, the Cronulla Sharks. I think it is.
No shout outs.
I mean, I don't have an NRL team. I guess I support them now. I guess, you know, out of proxy.
See, I've done my usual thing. I've picked a team based on the logo.
What logos?
Gold Coast Titans.
Yeah, but you're changing it now because Shine.
Shine can support the Gold Coast Titans.
No, they can't because they sponsor the Cronulla Sharks.
I can't change my team.
You know what? Like, credit to you, but can you tell me a single player for the Gold Coast Titans?
No. Not a one!
Not a one.
Couldn't name anybody.
Yeah, fair
No,
enough.
I watched NRL a lot more when I was younger. Because I watched it with Dad, because he would always have it on, so I just watched it.
I really cannot get into it, hey. It's a stop-start.
There's some good stuff with it, but...
Like, the big hits are cool, right? It's a stop-start. It's the advance 5 meters, stop. Advance 5 meters, stop. Advance 3 meters, stop. I can't do that. I need... I know
think
with this...
what gets me is I really like intercept plays.
Yeah.
And I really like watching intercept play edits and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Because that's sort of like how I play a fair amount of soccer and stuff. I love to do an intercept.
Yeah, I get you.
That
Well, you're a
stuff
defender,
very much
yeah.
interests me, but
Yeah.
other than that, it is just people running at each other.
Yeah.
More or less.
I think-
Obviously, there's a lot more to it, but...
Yeah. I think football.
AFL is the sport to watch.
I get why you like that, and I think I enjoy watching AFL more than I do NRL or rugby in general, union or league. Football for me, I like just because obviously I play it, but it's free flowing. It's the game's continuous. You know what I mean? There's like the ball's always in movement. There's always something going on. I just with rugby, it's the stop. There's no real momentum gain. There's no real sort of there's more like tries scored than there is goals in football.
Yeah.
But it's just the fact that it just like it's just. I don't know. I can't get it. It just
a bit of stoppage, but. It's just so cool.
Yeah, I think it's also the linear nature of rugby. How it kind of moves up in a line. You know, it's cool when someone breaks through.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I don't know. It feels so stop-start. It's hard to really get into a nicely worked passage of play.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? It doesn't. I don't know. Really doesn't do it for me. Whereas football, I can get into way more just because it's.
Or even better.
Yeah.
Fuck the rectangles. Give us a giant oval.
No, I get it. AFL's good. I've not watched it. The rules are a little crazy for me.
Once I finally catch up a bit in editing, we'll go to a game.
So we're never going to a game.
I said a bit.
The biggest chance we're going to have is between book 2 and 3 because we're not releasing book 3 till March because you're having your month off.
And that's when it's off season.
That whole time?
I think so. I could be wrong. I can't
If
remember
it's not, we'll go
start.
to a game or whatever. But
yeah,
it'll be entertaining enough. I don't really understand the rules so much.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I think to me there's more of an artistry to football as well. Yes, it's a little soft, and I don't like how the game's gotten now. Used to be way better.
Just like the amount of rules and such? Or?
No, just the softness in what's called a foul and you know how easily players go down. A lot of that sort of stuff. It just seems a bit. Yeah, it's just a lot more watered down now.
Okay.
Even the presentation of it. To me, peak football had a sort of a level of English punk rock aesthetic to it.
Okay.
As in the skinhead fans, the rowdiness, the baggy kits, the muddy fields, the sort of the rock star nature of the players that were rough and tough, but they brought something to it. Like even the real skill, like even the skill level was a lot more tricky. Now defenders have gotten better, so players have to play more in a system. It's just gotten a little more boring. It's still enjoyable enough, but it's gotten a lot more boring, a lot more watered down. It's kind of aligned itself thematically more with something like hip hop. It's like, again, like the type of music you hear playing at the games. It's not that sort of, like, Oasis or, like the rock bands and stuff like that from back then that gave it a sort of, a feel. It's it's gotten to a lot more of a modern London culture over there, which I don't like.
Gotcha.
The players think of themselves more as like rappers and like roadmen rather than athletes in football, It's like they want to be doing something else. The personality's kind of gone from it, I feel.
Yeah.
The fans are a little less, like you get rival fans sitting together now. Like back in the day, that result in a war, you know what I'm saying? I miss that sort of stuff, like the seriousness of it. It's a lot more watered down and a lot tamer now.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not really like even little things like the pitches are all so pristine, which is good for like the quality of game.
Yeah.
There's something fun about a player navigating like a pitch with bubbles in it where they're getting all muddy and like slide tackle, they're covered in mud and blood for the rest of the game and like something a bit more raw and rugged to it.
Gotcha.
Felt like even little things like in the tunnel before the teams walk out, like rivalries, them giving themselves like, filthy looks and snapping at each other. And it was like a real, we're going to war. Whereas now, like if two players on opposing teams used to be teammates or play on the same national team, they'll be hugging each other before they like wishing each other luck and stuff. It just kills the vibe, kills the feel.
Fair enough.
It doesn't feel the same anymore. But, it's still...
You want the brutal feel of a war games.
Oath. That's what we need back, We need the tribalism back, We need it. I mean, I remember I went to a game once when I was a kid. It was Leeds versus Millwall, who were rivals. Not like the biggest rival, but very big rivals.
Yeah.
And I went, and when we got out the stadium, there was just a full riot, bricks, bottles, all that sort of stuff being thrown. It was a straight scrap. We came in my mate's car. It was a Bentley. And he parked it next to the away team's bus. We're like, fuck, we can't get to it. Like, it's... There's no, like, we're going to get hurt. So we leave, come back the next day, the away bus, tyres slashed, windows put in, a mess. Bentley, fine. untouched.
Incredible.
Yeah, don't know how that happened.
Yeah.
Don't know how it didn't get caught in the cross. I don't know how someone didn't target it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. But that was what football was like back then. It was just a lot more fun. It's just so tame now, man. It's just so... It's like what it is now to what it used to be is what the A-League is to what the Premier League is now. Do you get what I mean?
So like Premier League shit, A-League.
You know what I mean.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah. Why don't we take us on to our next... Oh, yeah, go on. Yeah, nice, that's enough. It just needs to be... Yeah.
Great.
Next top story.
Well, do we want to go to an idiot brings an idiom?
Yeah, go on. Tell me about your idiom.
All right. So this week I went for a fairly common idiom, like similar to last week.
Yeah.
But this one's a lot more an actual idiom rather than just a phrase.
Yeah.
So, speak of the devil is the one I went for.
Okay.
So, I mean, let's draw your own.
Yeah, my guess is like...
Well, first of all, do you know the full saying?
Speak of the devil and he shall appear?
He doth appear.
Was I actually right?
It's doth.
That was a total guess.
Yeah.
That was a complete guess.
Other than he will, it's he doth.
Oh, that's a pretty good guess.
It's pretty good.
I'm happy with that
Apparently
guess, yeah.
in Europe, it's talk of the devil, not speak of the devil.
Maybe. I don't know.
haven't ever heard it that way
No,
myself, but
I've
I've
always had
also
to speak
never
of the
been
devil,
into Europe, so...
Yeah, oh, haven't you? Never been over there.
No.
What's the furthest you've been, like Japan and that?
Yeah, I did. Nah, Japan, Cambodia, probably the furthest.
Of course you've been, like, Cambodia.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm cool like that.
Yeah. So are those the only two places you've been overseas?
I've been to, like, Fiji and New Zealand.
Okay,
New
yeah,
Zealand
fair. But
counts,
mainly
yeah.
over this Asia-Pacific side of things, yeah. Yeah,
I had the opportunity to go to Europe,
Yeah?
but I turned it down to work to then go to Cambodia, so I could pay to go to Cambodia. And I was like, I could have gone with my parents and my sister. I didn't go on the family holiday because I stayed there and worked.
To go to Cambodia?
Yeah, for a school trip.
Like,
Yeah, 'cause
shout out the Cambodians, I suppose, but like, why?
vibes.
Were the vibes good?
Yeah, they were pretty good.
Did you go with Stimp?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stims are.
Yeah, I had some good vibes, to be fair. I had some good vibes, but still.
That's when I found my favorite
Just check if
Bollywood.
this is not a football thing. Yeah.
Oh,
Just checking.
let me fill the air.
No. We're good. We'll talk about that in the sports segment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, speak of the devil.
Yeah.
So the expressions doesn't have a defined start date that I could find, but it appeared in England in the Middle Ages
Yep.
as an admonition against the danger of uttering the name of the devil.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that checks out.
The earliest recorded reference is Giovanni Turanio's Piazzara Universal
Spectacular Italian.
from
Just say it again, but do this.
Piazzara Universal
There you go. Nailed it.
from
Don't worry, I'm going to make you do all the accents because for some reason people deem some as offensive but others not. So I'm going to make you do the Indian ones, the African ones, the Asian ones.
I'm fluent.
They're
in
all the same.
languages,
Yeah,
so
yeah. Oh,
it's-
yeah.
So they're all the same. It's all.
All of them at this.
All right, do a Chinese. Piazzara Universal. So yeah, so Giovanni Giovanni Turanio's Piazzara Universal from 1666, and the English say, "Talk of the devil, and he's presently at your elbow." So that's the first recorded version. Of
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
So today it's obviously evolved to be talking about something, and they just appear coincidentally. I've got you to make it interesting this week.
Yeah.
I've got some different versions for different countries.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to say what it is, and you're going to try and guess
the
which
country. All right. Let's go.
All right.
I'm deeply racist, so I can guess countries well.
Let's go with this one. We'll go on a theme to begin with.
Yeah. Okay.
Speak of the wolf, and he is at your door.
I'm gonna go somewhere that feels Bavarian.
Okay.
I know a lot of places have wolves. I don't think it's like Mongolia or something. With the links to Europe, I'm gonna guess somewhere Bavarian, and I'm gonna say maybe Germany or Romania. I'm gonna say Germany.
It's not Germany, but
Okay.
yes, these are mostly European.
Okay.
There are, I think, only one that's not European.
Okay.
Yeah.
My guess
so,
is Germany.
This one's Serbian.
I was going to say something Balkan, but I thought that would be too far away. It felt, I don't know, yeah, it felt, yeah.
All right, next one. Speak of the wolf and you see its tail.
Okay, so we're going wolves again.
There's a couple wolves.
Okay. Well, that makes me want to go like Bavarian this time and say Germany, but I'm not going to. I'm going to vibe it out. I don't want to go like right next to and say Croatia or something. But also these countries didn't always exist because you had Yugoslavia and all that, and it's all moved around.
I think these are modern ones.
Okay, so it's based off the modern. Oh, you know what? Romania does have history. Let's try Romania.
It was French.
You put French in?
I found it in a list.
Give us the French accent version.
Speak of the wolf!
Yes, good. You did the bit. Good.
All right. This will be the final wolf one. We talk about the wolf, and the wolf is at the door.
Okay. Germany, France. I'm going to just say Belgium, but I don't know. I want to push the boat out a little more. Again, it's all wolves, so now it could be anywhere, but I'm not going to say somewhere far off like Estonia or something. Let's have a think. What else is around there? Macedonia.
That was Czech Republic.
Not a million miles off, but it's still, yeah, okay. I should have thought of Czech and Austria. I think if I would have remembered the countries, I would have said Austria. But, yeah, okay, fair enough, Czech.
Okay, I'm going to do the other one in the accent. This next one in the accent. Speak of cow. Cow arrives.
Speak of, sorry, cow.
Cow. Cow arrives.
Spell cow?
CAO.
Okay, so not COW. I was like, that's a bit strange.
I'm assuming that's how you... Cow?
Yeah. Are you going to say it's
KO?
Italian then?
No.
Okay, right. Cow. Oh, I'm trying to think of that sort of like whether the way those letters go together. I'm still thinking European. Latvia?
Incorrect. This was a cognate of the original phrase, a cognate being a set of words that have been inherited in direct descent from an etymological ancestor in a common parent language.
Yeah.
This is from a 15th century Chinese novel, Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
So it's not Europe.
No, this is the one non-European one.
Okay. Right. Chinese cow. Okay. Yeah. I wouldn't have got that.
I did the accent.
Yeah,
How did you not get it?
that is true. You did do a Chinese accent, a flawless Chinese accent. Yeah.
All right, this might be the most fun one, or the most upbeat one. Speak of the sun, it will shine.
That's nice.
Yeah.
What's a happy country in Europe? Not a lot these days. You know what? It's not going to be. Oh no, I'm not going to say Switzerland. It's trying to think of countries that have history, like a lot of history to them. Let's have a think. Spanish.
This was Norway.
Yeah, that checks out. I don't think I was going to get that, but that checks out.
All right.
Bearing in mind, I have a lot of European countries to get from.
It's a very tough game.
Yeah.
I just thought it's a little
There's a lot of
interactivity.
European countries. A lot of them.
All right.
Yeah.
Next one. When you speak of the trolls, they're in the hallway.
Okay, I'm thinking Northern Europe again for the Finland.
Sweden.
It's close.
It's close.
It's close. I was thinking what has like some troll law, and I feel like up there they've got a bit of troll law. You know what I'm saying? They all have internet access and they're naughty with it.
I'll finish on the one that I think you'll like the most.
Yeah.
So this is the second last.
Yeah.
At the penultimate. Talking about the King of Rome, and through the door he comes.
Yeah. So you want me to say Italy, but I'm not going to say it. So who has beef with Rome? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking who's got enemies with Rome.
Yeah.
See, the England, Scotland, their whole thing with the Celts and that's a good shout. Who else? I mean, the barbarians came from that sort of Germany region. So it could be them too. The King of Rome, that makes me think somewhere closer to Italy. don't think it'd be Austria. I don't think that I mean, obviously, but it would have been used in Roman times. But the reemergence of Rome under Charlemagne, so the Holy Roman Empire. You know what? I'm gonna say Scotland.
Spain.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to finish with, I know this will be your favorite.
Okay.
Here is the mentioned donkey.
Talk to Sam when he's talking.
This would be definitely the version you would use.
Yeah. Here is the mentioned donkey.
Yep. That's the whole thing.
Okay, so that's been translated.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I believe
yeah.
they've all been translated.
Yeah, but like I'm trying to pick up if some sound somewhat natural too.
Oh,
I feel
okay.
like this has been a greater translated one.
Okay.
Donkeys. Now where are donkeys? Where are we talking for donkeys?
And you can eliminate all the countries already said.
Yeah, well, yeah, I figured. Donkeys. See, donkeys makes me want to go more Middle Eastern, maybe Turkey or something. Where's near Turkey? What about Armenia?
This is Hungary.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So yeah,
good.
that wraps
So I
up.
was what, 10 for 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I'm so good at this.
Yeah, it's interesting that there's the different variations. I really do like Here is the mentioned donkey.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
when
that's
you
good.
speak of the trolls, they're in the hallway is another close second for me. So yeah, let me get our theme tune.
Sam, you gotta have it open.
All
Yeah,
right.
good.
Do we want to go to weather, sport, or entertainment?
So let's go down the entertainment route.
Alrighty.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
So let's start with your True Detective.
True Detective Season 2, that's what I watched. I enjoyed it.
finished
Some
it?
people were telling me to skip it.
Okay.
Because each of the seasons of True Detective is disconnected from one another. It's
Yep.
an entirely new cast, entirely new plot, entirely new everything. This one, I stuck with it. Like, I started it. I went against because season 1 was so good, I feel like season 2 was worth a go.
Yeah.
And also one of the main actors was Colin Farrell, who I'm a fan of.
Yep.
I think he's very good, and he was great in this as well. Really good. And it was an interesting story. The 3 main characters were all very flawed. 4 main characters were all very flawed. It was three police or police adjacent people and a mob boss.
Describe police adjacent.
Oh, like I don't know their exact role. It was like detective or like private
okay.
investigator. But they
Gotcha,
all
like investigative people.
So there's a murder, and 4 people want to get to the bottom of it.
Yep.
3 of them are policey type people from different places,
And
and
then
one
you've
of
got
them's
the
a
mob
mob
boss,
boss.
and they're all
But one of the cops is dirty with the mob boss.
Okay.
So they're kind of like colluding together. And
Gotcha.
so it's like they
Interesting.
all got different
Cool dynamic.
wants for like solving it. And there's a lot of plot points. It's a very well written out show. It's one of those ones that's got a lot of care put into it.
Yeah, okay.
Which I always appreciate rather than like slop. It's there's actually been some care put into the plot in terms of making it complex with twists, with turns. The acting was really good. True Detective Season 1 for me was like a 10 out of 10. Or
Yeah,
like
okay.
9 to 10. This is like a 7.5.
Okay.
So it was still very good.
Slightly above Reacher.
Yeah, it was. I think it was just because it was a bit more serious, a little less zany. It was a little more. It was a proper show exploring a lot of different character things, different motivations. I think specifically Colin Farrell's character was very interesting. It's an interesting story point where he's
Which one did he play?
one of the detectives. So the dirty one though.
Okay, cool.
So the reason he's dirty, so his wife was assaulted at one point. So they couldn't have kids. His wife was assaulted at one point or another early on, and the mob boss gave him the name of who did it, right?
Okay.
As a bit of a favor.
Yep.
This guy, the cop, went and killed the fella,
Gotcha.
right? But so the wife then had a kid. They couldn't have a kid up until then, but then
Yep.
the wife had a kid. That couple then split up. So Colin Farrell's character's wife split up. They're in a messy divorce and all that sort of a thing.
Yeah.
And Colin Farrell doesn't want the kid to have a paternity test.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like that would break him because he loves the kid.
Yeah.
The kids is everything.
Gotcha.
But he's maybe not the best dad. He's a dad that's kind of trying to overcompensate a little bit,
okay.
and the kid's not really that into it. But he is, but he's not. and then he gets put on like supervised visits, and he can't handle that very much, and it's a very sort of complex thing there. But then you find out later in the season, the mob boss didn't give him the right name. It was just a random name given to him. But the mob boss did it honestly.
Oh, okay.
It was one of his subordinates that you find out is actually trying to like pull a move on the mob boss.
Gotcha.
They gave him that name just as a side plot. It had nothing to do with him trying to take over his stuff. It was just that was the guy he got it off.
Gotcha.
And so obviously the detective finds that out. Their whole dynamics there. And it's like, so then all of a sudden, but then it's like, you know, this detective who thinks he did the right thing, right? He obviously knows he killed a guy.
Yeah.
But in his eyes, it's justified.
Now
but then the way he found out was the guy that actually did it was caught by a DNA. So he's then there like, what have I done? Like, who have I just murdered?
Gotcha.
You know, and so there's a lot of interweaving points like that. Colin Farrell's character was really, really great. He's that sort of dour, like downtrodden, sort of miserable, like cowboy hat and a sort of like a sheriff type, but they're in LA. Always got a cigarette and a glass of whiskey in his hand, just at a bar, kind of miserable. His only thing that he holds onto is his son, who his wife's trying to take away from him. Because he is a bit of a, like he found out his son was getting bullied at one point, went to the dude's house and just beat the shit out of the dad, sort of thing. Because he was like, doing a bit much, like, it's from a good place, but he's not doing the right things because he's getting desperate. But his character was really, really good. It was really enjoyable, and the other ones were enjoyable as well. Rachel McAdams was another one. I don't know the name of the other fella. The mob boss was Vince Vaughn. So him playing an entirely serious character, which obviously he's known more for his comedy stuff. But he was playing an entirely serious character, and he was really, really at the start. I found it hard to buy into just because of how used to I am of him playing a comedic guy. But by the end of it, I fully bought into it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and a lot of the characters, I think only one of them survived.
Spoilers!
I mean, I've already talked about it a lot. I think only one of them survived. It was really, really good. Some cool characters. It was you had to pay attention. It was a convoluted plot at points. If you drifted off, you might miss a few things here and there. But they did well to get you back on track. Everything wrapped up by the end, and it was, it was honestly similar to the, my drink's not even finished and I've dropped the tab in there.
Extra flavour.
Yeah, I'll finish it. It was similar to the Reacher season 1 plot. Not small town. It's like parts of LA, but the idea of dirty cops, property development, that kind of like they're trying to get people out of the. So the mob boss is trying to get in on the land development, but the guy that was murdered was the one that was meant to get him in on it. So he's been screwed out of his money. And by that guy who's betraying him, trying to one up him. So it's like he's trying to work out the murder because that screwed him out of that deal. The cops, and then the cops are brought in on the murder because they were the ones that got brought into it. So it was, but it was a good season. I'm definitely gonna watch season 3 next. I think again, entirely new story. So we'll see how it goes. But it was good. True Detective season 2 was good.
And you said 7.5.
Yeah, about that. Yeah,
nice.
Just because it was nothing on the show. I just really enjoyed the story of season 1 more in that serial killer type thing was a bit more entertaining to me than the corruption type one. That's just a taste thing. But season 1, maybe season 1 was a little better in general. Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson in that were unbelievable. Really, really good. But honestly, it's a really, really good show. True Detective is a really, really good show.
When was it out?
Not sure.
Not
sure.
And we don't fact check anything here.
So
for the research I do.
And I think Matthew McConaughey was actually the director of both seasons. I think, and if so, I really like his directing style. It's it's got quite a somber tone to all of it. The first 2 seasons, anyway, quite a thoughtful tone. There's some action, but it's not really like balls to the wall type stuff. It's a lot more character exploration. Yeah, but it's good. It's good.
All right, well, I'll continue on to my 4 books then, which I don't think I'll play the theme song for because it's all entertainment. So I had it in...
That would have been a really good point to then play the theme song anyway.
Yeah, it would have.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my comedic timing is impeccable. Paul.
I said Paul.
Blart Morcup, sorry.
Paul Blart Morcup. A Paul Blart sounds like an accident you make in your pants.
Sure does. Oh, Paul Blart myself.
Blarted.
That's glow stick slang if I've ever heard anything.
No, you know what it sounds like to me? Like, you know how sharted is like where you go for a fart, you poo yourself, right? Thankfully, never happened to me. I'm thankful for that, right? A blart, it sounds like it's like a blasted one. Just like explosive.
You go for a burp and then you shit yourself.
Yeah, but the L is in there. That's what I'm saying, like a blast shart.
It's just intense speed, power.
Rip a hole through your shorts type. Yeah.
That's good.
Intense, yeah.
No cleanup.
Yeah, go on, talk about your 4 books.
Yeah, so I read 4 books this week. I had an extra long week at work just because it's been hectic and work loves me. And by that I mean I have to do the work for everyone sometimes.
Yeah, I don't love you.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah. I kind of like you sometimes, but that's about the extent of it. You know?
And fair.
Yeah. You're not very lovable, you know?
All right, so the first book I read was Isle of the Ember Dark by Brandon Sanderson, rival of the series.
Yeah.
So I'll just start. It's a 4.75 star for me.
Yeah.
Quite a good one. This has only just come out.
Okay.
It's technically his secret project 5 as part of his like Kickstarter thing that he did, which I did back. Sue me. I know he's a rival. This is really cool for me because this was based on a short story that he did as part of like an anthology of short stories.
Okay.
Fitting within his like wider universe.
Okay, so it's all connected, yeah. So similar to what we're doing, really.
So it was like if we took our Goober short story that will be coming out at some point, and then made that into a full book and using the Goober story as flashbacks.
Okay.
So
I get you.
I quite liked the original story. It was nice and quick, good stuff in there. This one, because it was released quite a while ago and not as many people know about it, they included it in this as like flashbacks.
I get
so
you.
it was people who hadn't
That's
read
cool.
it.
That's really cool.
He had like a whole intro at the start where he explained why he'd done that. And if you don't want to read them, skip through it sort of stuff.
Okay.
It was a good refresher.
Yeah.
It connects a lot with his other universe stuff, this story specifically. I saw a video talking about it lately. Yeah. He is a fantasy writer who is delving into like sci-fi fantasy or sci-fantasy, they called it, where it starts fantasy, but you see them develop into futuristic societies and stuff. Right. It's quite cool, and that is cool. I'm definitely more of a fantasy reader than a sci-fi reader. Yeah. So I'm getting a lot more of the. I'm enjoying sci-fantasy more than just straight sci-fi. I think. Right. And I especially love magic systems, and you don't get that as much with sci-fi, even though there is sometimes powers and shit. It's just not the same as like fantasy
it's
powers.
a bit different, yeah.
But yeah, I really like the main character from it, who was called Sixth of Dusk, a naming convention created by the child number, right, and then either like the time of day or something to do with where they were born or something like that.
Surely there's double ups and a lot of them.
So their planet name is First of Sun. Like, that's what they refer to the planet as. It's just...
everything is named like that?
Some things.
Okay, most First things. Of Sun.
First of the Sun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the first planet.
Surely there would be so many... How big's the population? Fucking 5 people?
No.
So there would be a lot of Sixth of Dusks.
Well, there's different times of day, there's different locations.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
there's also people who don't have that name, who don't follow the tradition and such like that. Okay. But yeah, there could be a bunch of Sixth of Dusks.
I would imagine that... Considering how many people share birthdays and times of birth, what is it, a baby born every second or whatever it's supposed to be?
No, everyone's going to be a 6th child.
No, but there would be a number that are a first or a second.
It's still just a cool naming convention.
No, it is, but I feel like...
There is definitely some issues with it, I'm sure.
Yeah, like...
Signing my birth certificate as the same as the person next to me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to... You have to get creative with it. Can you choose whether it's time of day or related to something else?
I don't know the specifics.
Because I'd make sure my wife was like next to something unique. And name it after, I don't know, like 7th of mini fridge or something.
Just a pile of gold. 7th of treasure.
That's better than mini fridge. Is
it?
I don't
know. Yeah, so the main character who goes by Dusk mostly. Yeah. He's... Oh,
thanks, mate.
That's posting time.
Yeah, I'll do that after.
He's very cool. He's I would say a heavily autistic character, without knowing it.
Yeah.
He's very when people speak to him, if it's not phrased as a question, he just doesn't respond.
Right.
Because why would he need to respond?
Right,
Because his role in the world before it started to develop it was a trapper, which was he'd go to remote islands and hunt a specific thing.
Okay.
So he was away from people a lot of the time. So he doesn't really have the people skills.
Yeah, okay, I get
a lot
you.
of characters
I get
do
you.
have. So he's very cool, clever. Like he's a lot of internal thought rather than external talking to people.
Yeah.
Which is good because there's a lot of plotting between a bunch of characters, and he's outsmarts a bunch of people, sort of.
Right. I get you.
But yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty good. Mm-hmm. Next one I read was Neuromancer by William Gibson.
Is that to do with brain stuff?
Sort of.
And magic?
So, I'll get to it.
Okay.
So, I didn't know this when I picked it up.
Yeah.
But this was a 1984 book.
Yeah.
It's the book is credited with popularizing the cyberpunk genre. So, in 1983, there was a short story called Cyberpunk, I believe.
Yeah.
Which created the genre, and then this book popularized it.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know going into it. I just saw it pop up in a recommendation. I put it in a list, and I randomly selected a book to read. So, yeah.
There you go.
So it's it coined the term cyberspace, predicted a lot of aspects of the internet, virtual reality, and hacking culture.
Right. Okay.
Cyberpunk 2077 is very similar to that. The book.
Okay.
Ghost of the Shell is sort of similar stuff as well.
So a real sort of originator.
Yeah.
When was this written again, sorry?
1984.
Okay. Oh, I think I've heard of this before. Is this the fella that's he's considered to have coined a number of things?
I don't know anything about the author.
Okay, because there's an author way back when that did sci-fi stuff, and he's meant to have been the first person that thought of things like time travel or teleportation.
Okay, gotcha.
Basically, the first instances of so many things were from his novels.
Okay.
Or something, and there's an author that's credited with it, and I don't know if it's that guy or another, but yeah.
Could well be.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the book itself, because I've done a decent amount of cyberpunk stuff.
Yeah.
I've played 2077.
Yeah.
2077.
Yeah. Is that good?
It's quite.
I know there was the whole. They kind of ruined it with the early launch and everything, and it was broken. But apparently,
I played it far later, so it was.
Yeah,
a lot better.
It's one of those things where it's they ruined the launch, and so no one wanted to play it. When it came back, it was actually pretty good.
Yeah, so I quite enjoyed the world of that, and I quite like cybernetic upgrades to things. And that was a pretty cool setting and everything like that. I can't think of any. Oh, I mean, we've got Malacropolis in our book series.
Yeah, I was about to mention. Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff.
A lot of elements from there. Yeah,
there's definitely the cyberpunk.
I mean, that's a good thing for you to draw from as well. When this novel, any little things that you can draw inspiration from.
I mean, funnily enough, a podcast. I'm going to do a shout out, which criminal, I know.
You're the one that says no.
A Aussie podcast of a D&D podcast did a cyberpunk setting.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stuff in there that I recognized from this book.
Okay.
Which was kind of interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so the book itself, I gave it 3.75.
Okay.
A lot happened very quickly, and it was hard to keep up.
Okay.
But at the same time, it happened slowly. It was kind of like a weird pacing thing for me where I didn't get as into it. It was a relatively short book.
Okay.
I smashed through it in a day because it was only an 8-10 hour read.
Okay. Right.
But yeah, it wasn't bad. And yeah, there's definitely some stuff for Malacropolis, especially Pogri stuff. Mr. Toto has cybernetic parts.
Yeah.
There's some stuff.
Yeah, he's got prosthetic parts. But so but Malacropolis itself, we will be getting into cybernetic upgrades and that sort of thing. With what is it? Oh, what was I going to say? One thing that I found interesting is what was the technology like in this novel? Because you look at Star Wars, right? Which, things like holograms were there, but they didn't foresee things like touch screens or these other things that have become quintessential to the furthering of technology, like user interface stuff. Everything back then would have been it's just small or lots of buttons or cool light. It's the future back then was like the Tron aesthetic. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't like the
This was
Jarvis aesthetic from like Iron Man.
obviously this is like a very like it's a stylized world because
Yes,
it's cyberpunk.
yeah.
It's obviously quite stylized, but there's certain things that were actually fairly fitting. As I said, like the internet stuff felt relatively like I didn't realize it was like an older book for some of those things.
Okay, so it did that pretty well. Yeah.
I don't have much experience with hacking.
Yeah.
Shocker.
The 90s did.
But
every movie was just about, I'm a hacker. And they just...
But this was a lot of like, you went into like a neural interface and you were sorting through like, the way it was doing the computer coding of things was it felt somewhat realistic for...
Did it like bring it back to its bare, like rawest elements so it's kind of applicable at any period of time? Because things like computer code will be applicable at any period of...
It was computer code, but done like, you tap into like a mental thing.
Yeah.
And you would sort of do, I say coding, but it was like an order of operation. So I would set this thing up so that the computer would detect this so I could bypass...
Yeah,
that sort of stuff. It's fairly universal, and
that's what I'm saying. That I feel like at any any period of time, that's kind of like relevant. Whereas if certain things, for example, like predicting the future to have smaller mobile phones, right, was something that was just way off. It turned to touchscreen. It turned to eventually the logical thing from this is eventually, I suppose, to have something. Even then, you don't know. In your head, it makes sense to have something like augmented reality, right?
Yeah.
That might not be the direction that things go in. There might be, because the touchscreen itself was something that was not factored into a lot of, everything was buttons back then.
Yeah.
And that was seen as like still the future, right?
Yeah.
But there's certain things that
I felt
you can't really predict happening. So did they keep it at its bare bones enough so that it's kind of relevant to any period of time?
Well, it's the cyberpunk like aesthetic is kind of hard to compare to an actual future because there's a lot of stuff which I don't think would ever happen.
Yeah.
As much as cybernetic upgrades would be cool, I don't know how realistic it actually is. I haven't done any research.
I'm not thinking less about the cybernetic stuff. I'm thinking more along the lines of
because it was like
the ways in which technology is interacted with.
I think it was a safe way of doing it, but also somewhat realistic.
Yeah, okay.
With like it seems to be somewhat progressing.
Okay.
I didn't focus on as much of that side of things. It is interesting to think about now. So I don't have
like
it
for
as
example,
retained.
obviously it won't be seen in the novel because it's a novel. It's not a visual thing. But like how a lot of those old movies, they would depict computer screens of the future. They're still very much block color pop-ups and windows and stuff.
I mean, like Matrix hacking, which is still relatively similar.
You know what I mean? Though it's like everything's like
green
the
text.
the green text
How
is
realistic is that?
but it's more like they didn't factor in that everything would be like photorealistic on the screen.
Yeah.
And like hyper sort of not only minimalized, but like streamlined and sort of
Not done in these unique aesthetics sort of thing.
yeah. It's that sort of Y2K aesthetic that got left behind.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? I think it's Zorro wanting to play Fortnite. Zorro and Albion then, because the game's off. Yeah, but yeah, it's that sort of it's that aesthetic shift, and I think Iron Man was a good example of that. Like the whole Jarvis interface.
Yeah.
To me, even then, that might seem dated at some point because we might go down an entirely different.
I think
sort of path.
with where we are now, it's
because
still,
the idea of doing this, right? To me, it's all about ease. There's probably going to be stuff that's everything revolves around like eye tracking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then just straight up
Mental
thought reading.
commands,
Yeah.
such like that.
Right? Like
This leaned into mental commands more than that sort of stuff. It's hard to like compare cyberpunk stuff. It's futuristic, but it's also not.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
sort of like
yeah,
how it
yeah.
is. So it's
Yeah.
a tough comparison.
Yeah. It's like, I think the past didn't predict the minimalism of the future. You know what I mean? Like even in the building designs of those sort of places, they didn't predict that things would just be like faceless glass facades.
Yeah.
You know? Like they kind of thought there would be a lot more geometric sort of weird patterns and stuff to them and unique sort of features.
Yeah. It's
Like even if they were monolithic, there was a lot more to them.
Oh, fuck, Altered Carbon I was thinking earlier. Sorry, this is just me jumping back to things like
Yeah. But I think it's interesting to see that aesthetic shift.
Yeah.
As technology developed and we realized like we were wrong in previous
Well,
you know?
there was that I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
It might be like I feel like it's a Google something.
Yeah.
They do a prediction for the next 10 years.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah.
And they're fairly accurate usually.
Really?
Usually. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I suppose they're leading the forefront of what it's going to be, so they know what they want to develop. So
There's some list that gets put
Yeah.
out. I forget the specifics of it, but there is
Yeah.
something out there where it does predict certain things, and it's
Yeah.
been relatively accurate.
yeah, okay.
Obviously, there's been big inaccuracies, but
Yeah.
yeah. Or something else that was in this story was AI. Obviously, it wasn't depicted like it was depicted like a movie AI, where it's
Yes, yeah.
talking to them, it's fully autonomous.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
But again, I feel like AI is a thought experiment that just you can kind of, as soon as you understand, like as soon as computers come around, the idea of that eventually turning into an artificial intelligence on the level of a human, it's kind of a logical train of thought.
Yeah.
You know, it's something that you can kind of,
Yeah.
it makes sense how people got there as like that, to put in their, you know, their works or whatever. It makes
Yeah.
sense, you know, yeah.
So yeah, that was Neuromancer. The next one I read was another shorter one.
Yep.
We Men of Ash and Shadow, cool name,
Yeah,
by
that's
H.L.
cool, yeah.
Tinsley.
Okay.
I gave
Less
this
of a
one
cool name.
a full
Sorry.
star.
Yeah.
This was a grimdark, low fantasy
Yep.
with themes of post-war trauma,
Yep.
political corruption,
Yep.
moral ambiguity,
Yep.
and found family.
Okay. That's. Did you Google those themes?
Some of the stuff I had to confirm. I had to remind myself.
No, it's just the way that those are phrased seems like they're pulled from a list.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
It's fair enough, but yeah, it was just, yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I thought I'd actually come prepared a bit
I
better.
just don't see why. You don't need to prepare. Just go off the vibes, man. You see
My
me with
vibes would
notes
be
on
like,
like
oh,
trim.
it's good. I know. I need to write down my thoughts for this sort of stuff.
Yeah, because that's what we need to get across more. It's your thoughts on it, you know.
Which, this is how I think. I just need to think with something.
Yeah.
So the main character for this one was a former war hero
Yep.
who was imprisoned,
Yeah.
almost went insane, and then was hired as an assassin by the leader of this city.
Okay. Yeah.
So the city, after this war, there
Yeah.
was, like, they won the war. They were,
Yeah.
they've made it like a rich-poor divide sort of
Yeah,
thing. So
yeah,
it was
yeah,
very
yeah.
hierarchical.
Yeah.
The main character had the ability to conceal his presence.
Yeah.
So think Kuroko from Kuroko's Basketball, if you've ever watched.
I haven't watched it.
It's like they make themselves so forgettable, but they're
Yeah.
still there.
Okay.
So they can still interact with things, but they'll think the interaction happened from something else.
Okay.
And this ability is uncommon, but exists with other people within the world.
Okay.
There's only one other character in this book that has it,
Yeah.
which this main character eventually like takes under his wing.
I see.
But what was interesting is there were two main perspectives, this character and the
Mm-hmm.
second guy with the ability. They eventually like became enemies to each other.
Mm.
So you started with them training up, becoming that found family,
Yeah.
then turning on each other by the end of the
Nice.
book. And you both still getting perspectives from both
That's
of them.
cool. That's cool. I like that.
The second guy,
Yeah.
so the first guy is obviously a lot more of a hero, even
Yeah.
though he's being this assassin.
Yeah.
He thinks all of his kills are justified.
Right.
Like, they're criminals.
Yeah.
The first
Yeah.
person he kills we see in the book is
Yeah,
like someone who's
Death
just
Note
been
style.
killing kids or something
Yeah.
like that.
Death Note style, where he's taking out the people that he deems as.
It's not he deems, though.
No.
It's
But as
some-
in,
yeah, someone
that's how he
deems-
justifies it to
Yeah.
himself. Yeah.
Whereas this guy the second guy just wants to kill.
Okay.
He'd been ignored all his life and he didn't
Yeah.
realize it was because of this ability.
Yeah. Okay.
He finally found his purpose, was killing
see,
people, and
I see.
he's
Yeah.
a psychopath.
Yep.
And yeah, it's pretty cool having their relationship build up to then
Mm-hmm.
fall apart.
Yeah, that is cool. Was it justified on both sides, you thought?
One of them, well, the guy who's the psychopath, I do not think was justified.
But was it justified to his character?
To his character, yes.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Like, but again, it made sense to his character.
The progression made sense.
Yeah.
He, like, the whole thing was he'd never had anybody. His mother he killed his own father.
Yeah.
Because he was sleeping around.
Yeah, okay.
His mother has dementia, so sometimes even forgets his own,
Yeah,
like the
that's
son.
tough, yeah.
Which is sort of probably helped by the ability.
Yeah.
And he's just got no one in life.
Right.
And then he finds this other guy.
Yeah.
He's like, connects deeply with him.
Yeah.
He's so entwined. And then the other guy sort of has to like split apart from him because he's got his own shit going on.
Yeah.
And he's doing other stuff. And
Yeah.
this guy just snaps. It's like,
Okay. So he's like highly dependent and then
Yeah.
loses that. Yeah, okay. That checks
and
out.
basically does everything to
Yeah.
ruin his reputation and
Okay.
kill him.
Yeah.
By the end.
Wow.
I don't think Yeah, I want no ending stuff. 4 stars. There's more books in that series. I haven't read it yet.
Yep.
The final one, I did a reread of The Emperor's Soul by Brandon Sanderson.
Okay.
Which is a 5-star.
5-star?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a novella, so it's like a 4-hour read.
Okay.
This is a dramatized one that I read.
Yeah.
Or listened to.
How was it?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Wasn't as heavily focused on the music as some are, but yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
It's set in the world of another book of his, post that book, in a different area.
Right.
So there's no real ties. You get the odd mention of a name, but it's completely separate.
Yeah.
The magic system from this one I really love. It's all based around forgery. So, rewriting the history of objects and people via magical stamps.
Okay.
So this light,
Yeah.
at one point in the history, it only made one color. You put a stamp on it, it's one color, it's a different design, something like that.
Okay.
They do it with
yeah.
like vases, windows. So a window, you change it so it could have been a stained glass window. You can make it a stained glass window. So
Right.
it's going into the history of things and slightly changing it with plausibility.
I get you. Yeah.
So it's the Emperor's Soul because the forger, who is a criminal who's been captured,
Yep.
is forging the soul of an emperor who's died. So they have to go into their history, and then you get a character analysis.
Okay.
There's one of the counselors who's trying to revive him is in the room with her basically the whole time to confirm it's working and stuff, and you get a breakdown of the history and what the characters were like. So it's the forger ends up knowing the emperor better than everyone else did, and that sort of thing.
Getcha.
So there's themes of I wrote some themes down: identity, authenticity, and the nature of art and creation.
That sounds
one I
like
quite
it's up.
liked.
Well, that's up my alley, isn't it? Yeah.
Very good, and it's an incredible short read.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn good.
Good one. Yeah, that sounds good. Honestly, a couple of these I feel like would be up my alley. I just don't possess the ability to read.
This one's a short one. You could read this one.
Oh, I can't read. You know.
That makes it tough. Good thing you've got ears.
No, but I can't do audiobooks either because I don't have the attention span. I just end up missing like a minute of it, and then I can't exactly like turn back a page. You know what I mean? I have to like rewind and all that.
A few seconds back.
I know, but that's going to take a 4-hour one into like a 72-hour one. You know.
You'll get it done.
But then you lose the enjoyment in it, you know. It's maybe I'll give them another go when I am actually do it. But the problem is I'm never doing nothing, you know. So it's makes
When
it.
you're working out, put it on.
I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna get lost in working out, and then I'll miss stuff. You know, like mid reps, there's no way I'll be able to focus on. You know,
Fair enough.
There's no way I'd be able to, and I miss stuff.
I think my
and
brain is just now wired that I can very easily listen to a book and talk to people as well at the same time.
Yeah, no, I can't. I can't do that. Yeah, I tried it for a little while even just packing orders, and I just missed stuff, man.
Yeah,
it was it made it difficult, but. Yeah, maybe one day I'll learn how to read, you know?
Yeah.
It'd be a cool thing
It would
to
be
do.
good as an author.
Yeah, it'd be a cool thing to do. Like, be able to... The moment the letters, the symbols, they just float around and I'm like, what are you? Like, are you real? You know, like Percy Jackson in that movie?
Yeah.
That's the vibe, man. That's the vibe.
Being super dyslexic.
Yeah, but I just see them do this,
Yeah.
you know? Then they form slurs. Like, no, not again. I can't keep saying it.
Weather!
Weather, go on, give us your weather report.
All right, so we're going back
to start on the weather report.
to an under the dinghy.
Just give us the weather report.
I'm getting there. I should have flipped to it first. So, I thought I'd talk to you about a specific creature today that lives underwater
Yep.
some of the time.
Yep.
Penguins.
Penguins are cool.
So I've got a number of facts for them.
Okay. They better be good facts. I swear to God, if you talk to me about, like, the respiration, I don't know, like...
I'll start with the one that's closest to respiration. All right. Penguins don't have teeth.
Yeah.
They have backward-facing spines on the inside of their beak and tongue to direct fish down their throat.
Okay, yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
This one I think you'll relate to heavily.
Okay.
Penguins have a very fast metabolism, so they need to poop every 20 minutes.
Beast.
Yep.
Yep.
Just like you when we were on our drive, except pissing.
Yep. That got dangerous, man. That one where there was it was like, what was it, 30 minutes until the next bathroom?
Yep.
That was dangerous. I've never needed to use the bathroom that much in my life before. I was in agony. I was, please just pull over.
Yep.
Please.
Pitch black, middle of the night.
Yeah, raining.
Yep.
Like, I just had to walk out into the rain and just piss on the side of a highway. That was That was. I pride myself on being able to just wait until I could not. I was in agony. I was bad. That was serious pain. Yeah, it'd be worse if you're a penguin, perhaps.
So, unlike most birds,
and that's the end of the segment. That's the end of the segment. Onto the sport. What's the chime plays? That's it. We get back to penguins next week. We get back to penguins next week.
Unlike most birds,
oh, for fuck's sake,
who molt a few feathers at a time.
Yeah, they shed their whole thing, don't they?
To gradually replace their coat.
Yep.
Penguins lose all their feathers in one go.
Yes.
Which is called
catastrophic
molt.
Okay. Yep.
Pretty beast.
Yep.
And they can't.
Unrelated to catastrophic dolt, which is what you are.
During the time they are, after they've molted, they can't enter the water for a while because it's too cold.
Yep.
So they have to get fat beforehand so they have enough food to last them their time.
Yep.
More fun facts. Okay. A group of penguins changes depending on their location. Similar to like how a group of crows is called a murder of crows.
Yeah.
So in the water, a group of penguins is called a raft of penguins.
Okay, I haven't heard that one before.
On land, they're called a waddle.
I've heard that one before. I didn't realise it changes depending on where they are.
I don't know if there's another one like that, but that's pretty fun.
I don't know of anything. Yeah, that's weird. Why would you give them two? It's still penguins.
Because they don't waddle in the water.
No, I know, but crows don't murder like that, you know? Well, fish don't go to school, so...
You haven't seen SpongeBob. I'm sure they go to school in that.
Yeah, they do. I've watched plenty of SpongeBob in my youth. Yeah,
huge.
Yeah. Patrick's the man.
We spoke a touch about rocks earlier. Let me give you a rock fact related to penguins. Male penguins gift female penguins with rocks to woo them.
I watched Happy Feet, mate. I know that. I know it. Don't you worry. All my penguin facts come from Happy Feet.
How did they know that? That's how
and surfs up. It's surprising how well they can surf.
I guess that's where I picked up my floating technique.
Your floating technique?
Yeah, just giving rocks. Why do you think I gave you 2 rocks in a previous episode? All right. Now onto my major fun fact, which is going to be a longer one.
Oh, no.
So, there is a penguin that has been knighted.
Now, okay, we're doing fun fact. This is actual fun facts.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, no. This is good. This is good.
Yes.
This is good. Tell me about this penguin.
So, Major General Sir Neil...
Oh, yes, now we're talking. Now we are talking.
Yep.
Yes.
Major General Sir Niels Olav III, Baron of the Bouvet Isles...
What a G!
Is a king penguin at the Edinburgh Zoo.
What a beast.
Yep.
How does he rank?
Wait. I'll get there, I promise.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
He is the mascot and Colonel-in-Chief of the Norwegian King's Guard.
Oh, what a weapon.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
The name and rank have been passed down through three king penguins since 1922.
Okay. I feel like that takes away from it a bit, you know what I'm saying? Well, or is the knighthood, or whatever, the...
Let me give you the story.
Okay.
So when the Norwegian King's Guard visited the Edinburgh Military Tattoo, which is coming to Australia next year, Brisbane next year, funnily enough.
Okay.
I saw that sign for that on the way in, so very convenient.
Right, yep.
They visited the Edinburgh Military Tattoo of 1961 for a drill display.
Yep.
A lieutenant named Niels Egelin became interested in the zoo's penguin colony.
Yeah.
When the King's Guard returned to Edinburgh in 1972... Oh, fuck, I wrote 22 earlier. That was meant to be 72. Fuck.
Doesn't matter.
Egelin arranged for the regiment to adopt a penguin. The penguin was named Niels Olav in honour of Niels Egelin, commander of the platoon, and Olav Sigeroid, contingent commander of the guard.
Yeah.
So, Niels Olav was initially given the rank of Lance Corporal, but every time the guard returned to the zoo, he was promoted.
Have I heard this before? I don't know.
Potentially.
Yeah.
In 1982, he was made a corporal, and then in 1987 to sergeant.
Yeah.
Neil Olives I died shortly after his promotion, and his place was taken by Neil Olive II.
Yeah.
In 1993, he was promoted to regimental sergeant major.
Wow.
And in 2001, was promoted to honourable regimental sergeant major.
Wow.
In 2005, he was appointed to Colonel-in-Chief. The same year, a 4-foot-tall bronze statue was presented to the zoo.
Incredible.
And a statue also exists at the Kingsguard compound.
That's great.
In Oslo.
That's great. That's very good.
In 2008, Niels Olav II was knighted under the approval of King Harold V.
Yep.
Don't know, I assume fucking...
Someone.
Yeah. Now, Niels Olav II died somewhere between 2008 and 2016. I couldn't find a specific date.
Right.
Which seems strange.
There's something afoot here.
There is a conspiracy to be had.
Absolutely.
So, in 2016, Niels Olav III was promoted to Brigadier.
Yep.
And in 2023 was promoted to Major General. Some facts. So Niels Olav outranked Niels Egelund, the one who adopted him, from 2005 until Egelund died in 2020.
That's incredible.
So the penguin...
the penguin outranked the dude. That's great. That's so good.
So from what I could see in my research, I tried. There have been no other animals knighted.
Okay.
I did see reference to Shaun the Sheep, the animated character, potentially receiving a knighthood in France. Yeah. But I also got conflicting information. So let's just say this.
Well, I know there are ones that have won war medals, obviously. Yes. I know that much. However, where I was saying, where does he rank amongst animals of...
He is the highest ranked animal.
Nah, but is he as cool as Otis? Not Otis, who's Ken Allen. Otis was his enemy.
Oh,
Ken Allen, the orangutan. The hairy Houdini.
Well, I don't know.
Because Ken Allen was pretty damn cool.
This is me saying, which is cooler, a magician or a decorated veteran? A penguin that never saw any combat.
Yeah, see, that's where... See, Ken Allen used to throw rocks at Otis, and I think that gives him the combat advantage.
That might be a story for you another day.
Do some research. I had an idea. Why don't you bring me a fact like something like this every week, right? But it's not always true. Sometimes it's a story you've concocted.
I've just got to make shit.
And I have to determine whether it's a legitimate fact or not.
Okay.
So some weeks you can use ChatGPT or whatever it might be and edit it yourself or whatever. Some weeks it's a legitimate fact. Some weeks it's not.
We'll see how I go
obviously
with that.
it's in line with our weather report, right? That's what
Under
this
the
is.
sea,
Yeah. No,
I
just
mean,
in general.
under
This is
the
just
dinghy?
no. This is just a weather. This is the weather.
This is the
what the
weather.
weather's like today. This is but yeah, you just bring me a random fact, right, for the weather.
Yeah.
Right. It can be fish related. If you want to mix it up, you go something else. If you're for 1 week or whatever, right? And you just got to bring me the fact, and then I got to determine whether it's legitimate or whether you have made it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
To continue.
Yeah.
So, no other animals have been knighted,
but
there have been 75 instances of animals receiving the PDSA, Dickin Medal.
I thought it was about public displays of affection.
Which is the equivalent of the Victoria Cross for animals.
Yeah, okay.
So, would you like to guess which animals, which
Pigeon.
types of animals?
Pigeon.
Pigeon is a major one, but not the biggest one.
Dog.
That is the biggest.
Yeah.
There are 2 more.
Pigeon, dog. Let me think. What's used in war a lot? Horse.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the third one.
Yeah.
And the final one only has 1 medal.
Okay. I know there was a bear that was once used. That was a Polish bear. He was but I don't think it's him. What else would there have been?
Can confirm it's not a bear.
No. Feel like there was an aquatic animal, like a dolphin, that might have been used for some submarine-y type stuff, but I don't think it's that one. Is it a monkey?
It is a cat.
Okay, no, boring. I wasn't going to get that.
There's a bunch of other animals given awards, but...
Yeah, I just remember there was a general in the Polish army that was a bear.
There is an animal that didn't receive any military honours, but it's just very cool, and I had to speak about it.
Yeah, okay.
Wojtek, the Syrian...
Bear! The guy! Yeah, I know this guy's story. He's very cool.
How much do you know of the story?
I think I've watched a video on it from the same guy that did the Ken Allen one.
You might know more than me then, because I just got a small section on him.
Yeah.
So, Wojtek is a Syrian brown bear cub that was adopted by members of the Polish Second Corps during World War II.
Yeah.
He helped move incredibly heavy boxes of ammunition.
Yeah.
members of the 22nd Artillery Supply Company saw him as one of their own and began referring to him as Soldier Bear.
Yeah.
Pretty beast name.
Oh, yeah.
And funnily enough, Wojtek retired to the Edinburgh Zoo.
Really? Incredible.
Until he died in 1963. So they weren't around in the zoo at the same time.
No, but that zoo has some lineage.
Yeah.
That has some lineage, man. That's
that was the weather.
There you go. That's a good weather report.
I told you you'd like the weather this week.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's better than electric eels for 50 fucking minutes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, do you like my idea? We'll do that from now on.
I'll see if I can slot that in. I'll probably stick to real ones for the time being, but
I just think it could be again, you could just do 5 real ones in a row and I'll guess.
Yeah.
But I just think it could be fun. There we go. I just think it could be a fun one of just because it lets you be creative as well. And you can use ChatGPT to give you a skeleton and then you just add in your own little flourishes or whatnot.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be a super long thing to prepare. And I'm just going to guess whether it's a legitimate fact or not. I think it's an extra little... And you can play along at home, Caleb, if you want. Well, it's still Caleb, isn't it?
No.
Caleb's still watching.
Rubber Dingleberries, come on.
Yeah, no, I know those.
You're specifically calling out Caleb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's the only one that watches.
Millions of fans.
Yeah, so it could be a fun little interactive one in that, and I've got to try work you out. And you can leave in some little things here and there. You know, you can get creative with it and whatnot. You know, it could be a real one, but you've embellished 1 or 2 things, and you know, something like that. I've just got to guess whether it's a totally legitimate story or not.
I can't believe you called out the bear as well.
Yeah, mate.
Also, with the bear, never won an award.
Okay. Yeah. That's why I said it wouldn't be him because I was like, I don't think he won anything, but he was part of the Polish army. Yeah. Okay, on to sports, huh?
To sports.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, this is a bit of a. Are you doing?
Sports.
Yeah. So, with the sports, an unfortunate day. So
Major good news and bad news.
Yeah.
So, this is obviously a segment talking about the renowned futsal team.
Wongapong. So, Wongapong is the football team that brought myself and Sam together as mates, and it's what started this whole thing. So, we figured we'd tell the story of Wongapong, you know.
Yeah. So let's just start with the good news and bad news of this week. Unfortunately, we will not be able to give you a report on the Monday game.
Yeah, we won't be able to give you a preview because just moments ago, or like, you know, an hour before the podcast started, it got cancelled. Our opponents forfeited. Terrified.
Which is just cowardice on their part.
They were terrified. You can't blame them, you know.
I mean, when you see a name like Wongapong on the draw...
Exactly, you know.
Are you not going to pull out?
They had a better name than us.
Oh, what do they have?
You know Man City? The Man Titty.
Oh. It's not as good as Wongapong.
It's not, but it's a good name.
It's not a bad.
Yeah, so...
they just couldn't compare to us,
no,
so they pulled out.
They pulled out, so...
But the good news, we have a second day opening up.
Yes, we're now playing Wednesdays as well, so we will keep you up to date on both.
Twice a week.
We'll keep you up to date on both.
Yeah.
So right now for Wednesday's game, who do we have? Let's have a look.
So we're currently in grading.
Yeah, we're currently in grading, so we haven't actually got our position on the league table just yet. Long has just asked, so no game. Replied nah. So for the next game, we currently have 5. Although I believe, hopefully, fingers crossed, we should be having a new recruit coming in.
Yep.
All right. My mate Jordan. He's I've known him since. Well, probably I was born because our parents were friends before, you know, and then they moved to Australia as well and all that sort of thing.
We'll give an analysis on all the characters.
Oh, absolutely.
Of the characters of the
So right now,
roster.
We've got myself. I'm in for the game. Sam's in for the game. We've got Sam's high school mate, Zorro. Now, Zorro, let's give them some Zorro lore, right?
Okay.
So, no, football specific for now. You know, we'll get into some as we go across the episodes.
Oh, no, I've got to start with the most important aspect, the name. Yeah. Yes, it is double R, and it's who you're thinking of, not the green-haired one.
The green-haired one?
The Mask of Zorro.
Green-haired?
Yeah, Zorro from One Piece.
Oh, I was talking about the masked guy with the sword. That's what I immediately
That's
think
what I'm saying,
of.
not the green-haired one.
Yeah, I completely forgot about him.
Yeah. Because I say that, and some people think it's after One Piece. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No.
He's
Zorro
white.
Zorro with the sword and all that. That's the cool guy. Zorro Zorro is he's been around since like day dot with the team. You know, he's been around since the beginning. He's a high school mate of Sam's, and he's a defender predominantly. Can sit further in because it's a 5-a-side team. So I'm a striker. Sam's one of the defenders. We usually play 2 at the back, 1 in the middle, 1 up top. Right, where the guys at the back kind of one of them pushes forward, the other one pivots in when we're on the attack. Zorro's one of those back guys. He's probably maybe the second best defender after you.
No, Parker.
Yeah, actually Parker's around now, isn't he? So yeah, maybe the 3rd best defender. So he's still a solid defender, puts in some good tackles. I would say actually in terms of just defending, Zorro's very similar to Parker. I would say Parker's just better on the ball and all that. Because Zorro has put in some clutch tackles in these past, like especially this past season or 2. He's really stepped up. He's been really good for us in defence. So Zorro's whole thing though
To slander him though, he can have his shit games.
Oh, he can. He very much
I'd say
can.
Parker's a lot more consistent.
Zorro's weaknesses are
Booze?
Booze. Yeah, very much so. He's known to sink beers along with another one of our teammates prior to the game. He wears shoes that are too big for him by 4 sizes, so he often scuffs the grounds when he kicks the ball.
Which, you know...
yeah.
There's no solution for that, unfortunately.
No, there isn't a solution, unfortunately. There's nothing you can do. He's been known to get feisty, perhaps. You know,
Fortunately, hasn't thrown hands against other teams yet.
No, he hasn't. He's also known for putting in a number of good assists. However, he's done just enough so that when he puts in a dodgy one, he can blame it on the guy on the other end of the ball. He will never go, sorry, bad teams. Why weren't you there?
He will also be the first player to volunteer to play for the other team if they don't have
I was about to say, and then he will drop the greatest game of his life.
and play
with it.
a million times better than he ever would for us.
Multiple times he has played for the other team when they've been short on numbers, and he has been the best player on the pitch. Comes back to our team, normal Zorro. So that's some Zorro lore for you. The traitor, that's what we will call him. Next.
Oh, so we're going names?
I don't know. Well, I got some names for the next one. So the next one. Hey, Zorro's drinking buddy. A man so rotund that he's been confused for the ball itself.
The demolition meatball himself.
Oh, yeah.
Albertino.
Yeah, so his name is Albie Offer. On the score sheet, because I inputted the names, he is Albertino Offer, in light of his Brazilian flair, despite being a full-fledged Englishman. He is... He's a stock standard player. He's half decent on the ball, can move the ball around okay.
I'd say he's one of our best shots before a game. He sinks almost every goal.
Yeah, but prior to a game,
in
the warm-up
king
sinks everything. The warm-up king. Soon as it gets to a game, he forgets that he needs to put his foot through the ball and instead decides to take a big run-up and use the outside of his boot to scuff it away from the goal every time. He's the Trivella king.
He intentionally Trivellas
every ball. Instead of just putting his foot through it.
Which he does in the warm-up and smacks goals.
Smacks him in the warm-up.
Incredible goals.
As soon as it gets to the thing, maximum hesitation, brain fart, Trivella.
And surprisingly, I am no longer the player with the most fouls against his name.
It'd be Albie now.
Demolition meatball just demolishes through people.
He runs through people, right? But in different to one of our other plays, which we'll touch on next week.
It's not running through them.
He runs into them and tumbles. Yeah. He tumbles, always ends up in the net at one point or another, and will limp off the pitch one time a game.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Yep, that's about standard.
He's built like Mario. If you want to know what he looks like, he looks like Mario. And yeah, that's Albie. He's our resident short meatball of an Englishman. Buzz cut, moustache. I won't say that. So he's. I feel like amongst every group of boys, every single one, there's always one that gets labelled unjustified a pedophile. That's Albie. Unfortunately,
not that we're getting monetized.
No,
for this.
unfortunately, he's ended up with the nickname the Nonce. As far as we know, that's not what he is. However,
as far as we know.
As far as we know, he's a clean guy.
To the best of our knowledge.
Yeah. But unfortunately, within every group of boys, someone gets labelled the nonce. It happens every time, you know. And unfortunately, that was Albie because he is the oldest. Yeah. He's 27, I think. I think I'm the next oldest at 25. So everyone else is like 23, 24. So yeah, that's all 25 as well with Will. But yeah, so Albie usually plays When I come off, we put him at a striker. However, his ADHD plays in such a way that he's never in position. So you'll find him at the back when he needs to be up front, and he won't recover when he's meant to be at the back. So
he switches between striker and defence.
Yes, and occasionally in the middle if I'm on the pitch and someone comes off. So he's versatile enough to sort of play anywhere because he's got a grasp of the game. Like whereas someone like Sam, he's like a bit unconfident in with the ball at his feet sometimes, whereas I cannot defend. Albie can do a little bit of everything,
I've got a grasp of the game if it means kicking the shit out of a soccer
Yeah,
ball.
pretty much, yeah. And then our final member currently so far of Wednesday is Will.
Yep.
So arguably our best player, definitely in the top 3.
Second best player.
Yeah, very
of course,
fast.
our keeper takes it.
Very fast, very athletic. Again, has been known to see red.
We don't have a keeper for Wednesday.
No. Very fast, very athletic, good on the ball.
Yes.
Occasionally, when he misses a few shots, has a tendency to put his head down and insist that he must score, so won't always look for a cross in because he missed the previous 2, so he needs to bury this one. But Will eventually, Will usually do that because he's got some real will.
Yes.
Yeah, but on his off days, sometimes it can be 100 shots, none scored, and it's like, give me.
The consistency isn't always there with his shots.
No,
but
it's
everything
like,
else he needs to do.
It's like 4 games out of 5, he'll be the best player on the pitch. That 5th one, he'll miss like 8 shots, and it's like, what happened?
Yeah.
So. But he's definitely probably the most comfortable in the ball. He plays in the middle. That's why he's our middle player, controls the tempo of the game, defends really well, so he can play as defender often when we don't have as many that are in for that week. And yeah, he's a great player as well.
What do we got for our nickname for him?
Well, Demolition Meatball. Well, we could use Demolition Meatball. We could use Nonce. We could use Albertino.
I think
we could use,
Do we want to stick with
the
Albertino?
phenomenal one.
The Brazilian flair.
Yeah, Will. I don't know. He's just Will, in like it's kind of Will.
Just Will.
He's been known to see red. He has been. He's probably ended up in the most altercations out of anyone on the team. I would say, like shoving matches.
Yes, shoving matches.
He's probably ended up in the most because he's a yapper. He's a bit of a talker. He gets a bit fiery.
It's Will followed by Zoro / Al.
Yeah,
Those
definitely.
would be the top 3 in altercations.
Definitely,
but we are not an altercation team.
No, definitely
we
not.
are good boys.
Yeah, most people want to start on you
Much
until
to
they
Albie's
realize.
pleasure.
Most want to start on you until they realise you're a nice dude and did whatever you did by accident. Whereas Will probably chirp back and end up in a shoving match. So.
I'm most likely to what do we call start an interaction between the players. I would never participate.
Yeah.
So we probably should mention our own strengths properly because we sort of glossed over us.
Yeah.
So Tok, star striker.
Yeah, I'm the striker.
Stands up front. You get the ball to him. One touch, shoot.
Yeah, it's a bit back in the day. The more time I had to think, the more I would miss.
Yes.
I feel like now I've gotten the hang of like. If I'm one-on-one with a keeper, I can just knock it round them, score. I've gotten the hang of that now. Like, I'd say I can put those away.
You definitely pull out some wild spins to shoot.
When I got the back to goal, I just take it, spin, and fucking crack it. Yeah.
We say lightning never strikes twice. Sometimes it does.
Yeah.
And sometimes that means out.
Yeah. Sometimes I can have real bad games, but I would say 1 out of every 10 games, I will drop the most heroic performance you've ever seen, score like 8, and it's like nothing I do can go wrong.
A strong upfront presence.
Yeah, it's like, those are games where I'm just like, even I don't know how all of these are going in. I'm just like, I bag like 7 at halftime. I don't know
You
what's
and
going
just
on.
Will combo up together.
Yeah, and it's, and then it ends up playing well. I do have my off
Nickname would
games.
have to be the toe punter.
Absolutely.
Yeah. A big fan of a toe punt.
Yeah.
Check out our Becoming Authors from last week.
Check out the Becoming Authors from last week.
We did a bit of warm-up on the field.
Yeah, it's I can usually slot away a few. I've been on my off games, I can get a bunch that hit the post or the crossbar or whatever. I would say I'm the least likely on the team to put one actually off target, but mine gets saved more often. Because I will make sure I always put it at the target, and sometimes it's easy to get a hand to.
But back in the day, it was a lot more.
Back in the day. Now
it's a lot more.
It's more you and Will. They'll take a massive shot and it might veer wide or something like that. Whereas I'll generally at least put it on target, but it might not always go in.
What do you mean? Albie scores the most.
Oh. Fuck me.
Okay,
I'd say I'm the top scorer on the team, but if you bring me back into defend, we're in dire straits. I cannot grasp the concept of defending. Cannot do it. So that's
and
why.
Speaking of defending,
you are again our best defender by a country mile.
I am our defender. I am
top 3 or 4 player.
I'm our sweeper defender.
Yeah.
I sometimes make the runs, but my most attacking plays are from a midfield shot. Which go in a surprising amount of the time, which shouldn't happen.
You do knock them in. I'd say your bigger, like, your what works well is when we've been playing out from the back the whole time, and then eventually you do make a run, and no one presses you because they think you're going to play the ball off, and then you make it into their half and score. Like you've done some big runs like that before.
I make some questionable passes at times.
I was going to say, your weakness is definitely on the ball, especially when you're feeling a little rush for time. You can often make a difficult pass because you're trying to create something difficult for them to intercept, but then that's equally difficult for us to get on the other end of.
I often think like a defender and think what would be hard for me.
Exactly.
Not considering what would be hard for us.
Yeah, on the other end of things. But there are some times where you just play me the perfect ball and all I got to do is spin and shoot and it works well. I think, sometimes you just go for that lofted ball too much and where we've got to take the time to control it or whatever, you know. So that'd be your kind of weakness there.
I'm definitely used to, well, not so much now, but I was much more used to an 11-a-side where I have the room to fucking send a ball flying.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. Whereas you can't really be doing that at futsal.
Yeah.
And then the other one, which we're 2 potentials, which we don't know yet. One is my mate Jordan.
Yep.
Again, he used to be pretty good at football, played a bit of 11-a-side for us here and there. And now he's moved nearby to here from the other side of town, so I've roped him to come and play, and he'll be playing some games. Built dude, very strong. Interesting to see how he fits in. I imagine he'll probably be a defender, might sit in the middle.
Yep.
Honestly, he might not be a bad striker as well.
Yeah.
Like I could see him playing anyway because he's got decent ball control. So we'll have to see where he fits in. And he's in good shape at the moment because he just had an MMA fight, so his conditioning is pretty good. He's we'll see how he goes. He's a maybe because he's at a wedding over the weekend and he hasn't checked his phone yet. Gotcha. So I'm waiting to see. He said he would be in for a game this week, but he just hasn't been on his phone, so I don't know. And then for the other one that I got as a maybe is Chungi.
Yep.
Yeah, so you want to give us a rundown of...
So Chungi, only ever known as Chungi. I've known him since primary school. He is a defender primarily, but he does play more of a dribbler in futsal.
Yeah.
And he's probably a bit off his game.
That's all right.
Pharmaceutical legend.
He just sound like he's a drug dealer.
I mean, he sort of is.
Yeah, I guess in a sense, yeah. He's a funny dude.
Yeah.
He's going to bring good vibes. He will bring good vibes to the team.
He and I used to live in the same street.
True.
Yeah, interesting.
He's a funny dude. A little bit of a peculiar dude, but a funny dude.
And then we've got our other players.
We'll go over them once we know the lineups for the other weeks and that.
Okay, we're just going to tackle this week.
We'll just tackle this week.
Okay.
Just that's who we've got for Wednesday for definite, and the 2 maybes. So yeah, that's where we're at so far.
Wednesday will be an interesting game because we do not have our usual keeper.
No, we don't, and it's we've been dropped in at the end of grading, so we'll have to see where we get put in. So yeah, that we'll bring you back with the tables and stuff next week and all that sort of thing.
It'll probably be a combination of me and Albie.
Yeah, you and Albie in goal.
And maybe Zorro.
You, Albie, Zorro, and then depending if Geordie wants to give it a go as well. Or Chungi.
So it'll be an interesting
That's
rotation.
the other thing is we sometimes rotate in goal. Will doesn't often unless we're heavily losing or winning because he's very good, and I don't because I'm woeful. I can't be a goalkeeper.
He refuses to keep.
I just can't. I don't get the hang of it. I can't positioning. I don't get it.
I just keep like a defender and just block balls with my feet.
Yeah. So that's a little preview of this week's game. Hopefully you'll get used to the characters and all that, and we'll be able to. It'll then become entertaining when we relive the games with you, and you'll be able to understand why Albie is
the funniest player on our team.
Nods.
The team mascot.
The team mascot. He absolutely is. He definitely is. But yeah, so I think that's the news report for today. You know, it's
let's play it out.
Yeah. I'll probably just go and get the count.
And we'll float you later.